Welcome to the Home Inspector Podcast, where we talk about home inspection business and marketing and making money. My name is Ben Gromyko. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. In this episode of the Home Inspector Podcast, we're going to be choosing the name of your business. And naming your business has got to be one of the most fun things to do in starting a business. And if you're rebranding, it's a really nice way to rebrand your business. It's a lot of fun too. So let's talk about how to choose a business name for your home inspection business. And this show is for both the experienced inspector and for the inexperienced new home inspector. So let's begin. Naming the business is so much fun. There are many different approaches to take when choosing a business name, and it's just not possible to give specific directions on how this task is done. However, there are a few things that you might keep in mind when choosing your business name. Many businesses start out as solo operations, freelancers, or partnerships. In these cases, it's pretty easy to fall back on your own name as your business name. While there's nothing wrong with this, it does make it tougher to present a professional image and build awareness of your business. In this episode of the Home Inspector Podcast, we'll work on choosing your business name. Let's start with some points to consider as you choose a name. Now, how will your name look? Think about it on the web, on your shirt, hat, on your truck, as part of a logo, or on social media. So personally, I owned a business. It was called Peach Home Inspections in Pennsylvania. Man, we had peaches all over the place. Peaches on our cards as part of our logo, peaches on our website, peaches on our vans and trucks, peaches on our flyers, on our inspection report, everywhere. A big, fat, juicy peach. That was our logo. I kind of liked blueberry inspections. We didn't take that. You can have a lot of fun choosing the look of your business name. So if it's your last name, my last name is Gromyko, that wouldn't really work very well. It won't look very good. It wouldn't be really a good part of a logo. But a peach, you can do a lot with a peach, or a fruit, or an apple inspections. So think about those things. How will your name look? And what connotations does it evoke? Is your name too corporate or not corporate enough? Does it reflect your business philosophy or culture? Does it appeal to your market? So I think the word inspect or inspection or home should be part of a home inspection business name. Is it unique? You got to pick a name that hasn't been claimed by others. Obviously, it's not being used by someone else. It's not being used online or offline. Do a domain name search. That'll alert you to any existing use. Now here's an important step when choosing a business name. Not only should you pick a name that reflects your identity, but you also need to ensure it is properly registered and protected for the long term. You should also think about whether it's web ready. Is the domain name even available? So if you plan to have a website for your inspection business, and you better, you have to consider the names of businesses that are already on the web. You don't want your business name to be the same or similar as another business, particularly if you are both in the same state or have your businesses online. If you create a website for your business is no longer local in character. Assuming that you'll be creating a website for your inspection business, you'll need a domain name. A domain name is something like our name, nachi.org. nachi.org is part of a website URL, such as www.nachi.org, which is the internet address. Your domain name can function as a trademark too. For example, Amazon.com is the domain name for a very large website that sells just about every product you can think of. The name Amazon, Amazon.com, is also the trademark. The trademark law will prohibit anyone else from using Amazon.com for their business. It's important to have a business name that works well for your business and is available as a domain name. So you might have to work hard to find it, or figure something and tweak it and edit it and change it so it fits. The main way to avoid potential problems is to conduct a name search to find out whether another business is already using a name that's identical or similar to the one you want to use. To find out if a domain is available, I like to use a search site. So the one I recommend is networksolutions.com, networksolutions.com, or some other similar search site. To search for trademarks, you can try searching the free trademark database on the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website at uspto.gov. Once you determine that your business name doesn't belong to anyone else, go ahead and use it. You should consult a business advisor, your attorney, or trademark lawyer. In general, you should not use a domain name that's likely to cause customer confusion between your company and another, regardless of whether that company is online, offline, local, or in a different area of the country. And let's talk about adding .com to your business name. Many home inspectors simply add .com to their business name and register their domain accordingly. Because websites have their own unique addresses, you might be out of luck if someone is already using your business name as a domain name. .com is generally the best top-level domain for your business. You should try to get the .com domain for your branded domain. It's easier to communicate over the phone, and it's generally more trusted unless you're outside the US, in which case you can use .ca or .uk. An informative, straightforward name may work better than something clever or cryptic. For example, Denver Home Inspection Services may be more effective than something like Home Sweet Home. To search for names of inspection businesses in your area, I recommend using InterNACHI's free search engine for certified home inspectors. And that's at inspectorseek.com, inspectorseek.com. Before you decide on a name, get some feedback from potential customers or marketing advisors, your friends, your friendly competitors. Feel free to contact InterNACHI's marketing department, which helps our members with their business names. And you can find the marketing department at nachi.org/contact. They may come up with a suggestion to improve what you've considered. Niche businesses have memorable names in an attempt to capture a particular small market. For example, Energy Geeks is an example of a home inspection business that targets a particular client wanting to save home energy. Many home inspectors feel that their service is dependent upon the owner's personal character, and therefore they use their personal name in their business name. For example, if I was to do that, my business name would be Grumiko Inspections, or Grumiko Inspections in Colorado. Future growth. Be sure your business name will still work if your business grows by offering different services. For example, Bob's Roof Inspection Company conveys to potential clients that Bob, he can't do anything other than inspect roofs. If Bob starts with roof inspections, but he later adds stucco and mold inspections, Bob's business name should be able to handle the growth of his business. So you think nationally, even if you work locally. Even if you plan on inspecting homes in only your town, it's a good idea to name your business so that it's free from trademark and domain name conflicts on a statewide or even national basis. Check for trademarks. Trademark infringement can carry a high cost for your business. Before you pick a name, use the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office's trademark search tool to see if a similar name or variations of it is already trademarked. Visit uspto.gov. If you intend to incorporate your business, you'll need to contact your state filing office to check whether your intended business name has already been claimed and is in use. If you find a business name operating under your proposed name, you may still be able to use it, provided your business and the existing business offer different goods and services or are located in different regions. Pick a name that's web ready. In order to claim a website address or URL, your business name needs to be unique and available. It could also be rich in keywords that reflect what your business does. Remember Bob's Roof Inspections? To find out if your business name has been claimed online, do a simple web search to see if anyone is already using that name. Check whether a domain name or web address is available. You can do this using the Whois database of domain names. If it's available, be sure to claim it right away. Now visit whois, one word, WHOIS-search.com to do a search. Do you have your domain name picked? Before we continue with the Home Inspector podcast, go search, buy, and register that domain name. Claim your social media identity. It's a good idea to claim your social media name early in the naming process, even if you are not sure which sites you intend to use. A name for your Facebook page can be set up and changed, and this custom URL name must be unique or unclaimed. A trademark protects words, names, symbols, and logos that distinguish goods and services. Your name is one of the most valuable business assets, actually, so it's worth protecting. You can file for a trademark for less than $300 with the U.S. Federal Trademark Office. Registering a business name is a confusing area for new business owners. What does it mean and what are you required to do? Registering your business name involves a process known as registering a DBA, doing business as name, or trade name. This process shouldn't be confused with incorporation, and it doesn't provide trademark protection. Registering your doing business as DBA name is simply the process of letting your state government know that you are doing business as a name other than your personal name or the legal name of your partnership or corporation. If you're operating under your own name, then you can skip the DBA process typically in most states. But again, consult with an attorney. A fictitious name or assumed name, trade name, or DBA name is a business name that is different from your personal name, the names of your partners, or the officially registered name of your LLC or corporation. It's important to note that when you form a business, the legal name of the business defaults to the name of the person or identity that owns the business, unless you choose to rename it and register it as a DBA name. For example, consider this scenario. John Smith, he sets up a home inspection business. Rather than operate under his own name, John instead chooses to name his business Big Time Inspections. This name is considered an assumed name, and John will need to register it with the appropriate local government agency. The legal name of your business is required on all government forms and applications, including your application for employer tax IDs, licenses, and permits. So, do you need a doing business as DBA name? A DBA is needed in the following scenarios typically: sole proprietors or partnerships, and existing corporations or LLCs. Sole proprietors or partnerships. If you wish to start a business under anything other than your real name, you'll need to register a DBA so that you can do business as another name. For existing corporations or LLCs, if your business is already set up and you want to do business under a name other than your existing corporation or LLC name, you'll need to register a DBA. Not all states require the registering of a fictitious name or DBA. Please consult an attorney. Registering your DBA is done either with your county's clerk's office or with your state government, depending on where your business is located. And there are a few states that don't require registering of fictitious business names. Now, you need some inspiration? Well, for inspiration for naming your business, visit InterNACHI's marketing department, and that's at nachi.org/marketing. There, you'll find hundreds of logos and names of businesses. And you can check out all the business names of InterNACHI members. some of which include Revelation Home Inspections, Magic City Inspections, Red Oak Home Services, Pacific Inspection Group, Royal Property Inspection Services, Home Specs, spelled with an X, Double Check Home Detectives, Checker Inspections. Those are great names. Mine was Peach Home Inspections, and I actually helped an inspector form Blueberry Home Inspections. Now, we're going to talk about branding later in the Home Inspector podcast. We'll talk a lot about branding in the Home Inspector podcast. It's a lot of fun to figure out what distinguishes you from the competition. And one of those things is your business name and how much fun you can have incorporating your brand into everything that you do. So one of the things that we did at Peach Home Inspections is we sponsored events with fresh peach pastries. And we used to give out little custom peach candy during every home inspection. There was a lot of things we did with peach inspections. We even delivered fresh peaches at the right time of year to every local real estate office in these nice wicker baskets. And stuffed in those baskets of fresh peaches was our business cards, obviously, and flyers and rack cards. Don't forget the napkins. All right, here's a short checklist. Be familiar with trademark law. Write down a few business names that you like and could work for your business. Check to see if your business name is available as a domain name. Check other inspection company names at inspectorseek.com. Check to see if your business name is trademarked. Find a domain name that works, and then don't delay. Register your business name as a domain name. Get that website up. All right, that's the Home Inspector podcast. In this episode, we worked on choosing a business name. In the next episode of the Home Inspector podcast, we're going to talk just a little bit about understanding business laws and regulations. We're going to go over that pretty quickly because I want to get to, eventually, inspection business marketing services. That's where we have a lot of fun. Get to the marketing. My name is Ben Gromika. I'm from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors, and you've been listening to the Home Inspector Podcast. I'll see you next time. Bye.